Carolina on the ride. Carolina on the ride.
What's going on, Panther Nation? Thanks for joining me once again. This is Bill Mack here for the Panther Prowl. Yes, Panther Nation, let's gather together and just be so happy to have such a wonderful performance on Monday Night Football as we took on the Miami Dolphins in Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. It was a beautiful night weather-wise, and beautiful night for Panther Nation-wise as we come off and our offense went heavy tonight, fans. You as we witnessed on Monday Night Football, as is the national stage for our Panthers, 45-21. Yes, you heard it right. Panthers put up 45 big points on those Dolphins in bank at home in Charlotte. So I tell you what, it was a great game to be a Panther fan and to see our offense do exactly what I talked about in my preview video. At the very points I made in those videos and what they needed to do that were keys to the win were exactly what they done. I was so proud of them. I was like, this is what you need to do each and every week. And we just played well. I was really happy for our offense with passing, especially rushing, which is a big one for us. Rushing the ball, and as well as our defense, of course, playing as well as they played. So 45-21 was the score. This of course puts us at 7-3. We're half a game behind New Orleans in the as we'll eventually go into the bye week this coming week. So I might do a video midweek and just sum up videos so far. But needless to say, we're going to a bye week and get well rested up. Cam and the guys rest up. Our defense rested up. Get a week where they'll be able to rest up a little bit and re-energize for the last back half of the schedule. So I was just really excited to see Cam and them get it going last night. As we just get right here, and I'll go right into the stats here of the game against the Monday Night Football game against the Miami Dolphins. Cam, of course, was 21 of 35. He had 254 passing yards, 4 touchdowns to 0 interceptions, which is a great ratio, Cam. That's what we like to see. And now here's where the big one was, and I'll state this out. We had talked about things going along here. We had a total, and this is our receiving as our rushing, which was our big one, monster of night. 254 was good passing. But Panther Nation, we had 294 yards of rushing. Yes, you heard it right. And it wasn't just Cam either. This is where we were talking about. Jay Stu was 17 carries, 110 yards, which he was averaging 6.5 a carry. Newton, of course, he had 5 carries, 95 yards. Cameron Artis-Payne Cap, he had 7 carries, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. And C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey, he had 5 carries, 23 yards, 1 touchdown. So, as you can see, 294 yards rushing. We would have broke 300, but we had 299. But when Derek Anderson started to take the knees at the end, that kind of backed us up a little bit. So, we almost had 300 yards rushing in that game. Funchess in receiving. Funchess, of course, stepped up to the plate, and he become what we were hoping he would become, and being that number 1 receiver. He had 5 catches, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Samuel had a couple early mistakes with some drop passes and whatnot, but he did make up for that overall. He had 5 catches, 45 yards. Shepard we had a Russell Shepard sighting, of course. He had 3 catches for 40 yards. Dixon, which remember, Panther Nation, I told you got to get Dixon involved in this. He had 3 catches, 33 yards, 1 touchdown, and of course, C-Mac, he had 3 catches, 27 yards, 1 touchdown. So C-Mac got him another rushing and got him another receiving touchdown. So great to see that he is working out. Now, his stat sheet wasn't big, but his effect on the field, if people see that, that's what really did it for him. I mean, he juked a lot. He did a lot of juking. A lot of but especially with that rushing touchdown, I thought he'd done a great job. So C-Mac, you congratulate you, get my applause. I mean, you're starting to make that difference, even if it doesn't show up in the stats. It's what you're doing on the field, and that was what we need you to do. Gano, of course, was 1 of 1 in field goals and 6 and 6 of extra points. So love to hear that 6 extra points. That means we scored 6 touchdowns, and that's wonderful to for us to have. So our defense, of course, we had Bradbury had 4 tackles. Mike Adams, he had 3 tackles and an assist. Keekley had 3 tackles, 3 assists. He had another pick, which is he's had back-to-back picks in games. And of course, K1 Short, he had 1 tackle and 6 assists. So as we can see, those guys were distributing the tackles and assists all around. So it was an all-around effort by that defensive line. So let's look back on to the other side there of football. We have the Miami Dolphins stats. Cutler was 22 of 37, 213 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Of course, Kenyon Drake, he was 7 carries, 82 yards. He had a touchdown. And Williams, of course, had 9 carries for 19 yards. Their receivers, Kenny Stills, he was 5 of 67. Devontae Parker had 6 catches for 66 yards. Jarvis Landry was 5 catches, 42 yards, 1 TD. Another point I brought out, keys to the game, is keeping Landry contained. That's what we did. And Julian Thomas, of course, 2 catches, 8 yards, and he had, of course, a touchdown, which was basically you could tell was they were in the red zone when that happened. Parkey was 3 for 3 with extra points for them. T.J. McDonald, his game back, he led them with 7 tackles, 2 assists. Turkesley, 5 tackles, 1 assist. Of course, Jones had 4 tackles, 3 assists. Maoloja, I guess that's his name. Sorry if I'm butchering it. He had 2 tackles, 5 assists, and Timmons and Kiki Alonso both had 2 tackles and 6 assists each. I was so proud of them. Everything that we wanted them to do, they did. They didn't have to punt the ball. I don't know, maybe once, if that. They scored in like 5 of their last 7 possessions. They did what they needed to have, and that was what we asked for. Cam was good at distributing the ball around, and here's what some of the highlights or keys for me from the game. Cam was, of course, to me, first and foremost, like the Cam of 2015. He was running around, making plays. He was happy. When Cam's in tune, the rest of the offense is in tune. It was good to see them, the offensive line, being able to give Cam time. You didn't hear a sack or an interception. And that was another key, was Cam can't get the turnovers. No senseless mistakes like throwing the interceptions. And the offensive line must keep Cam in sync. And I said Cam, too, needed to utilize his wide receivers and his tight end. And Dixon was used in the game. And that's what I'm saying. If they use this formula each week, they're going to be able to go far in this season, and they can they can win the NFC. Even Gruden said they could go to the NFC and win if they play like they've been playing in the Monday Night Football game. Excuse me. Also, we see that what they kept with Cutler, the defense going into Carolina's defense. Of course, Cutler, they kept doing their thing. They had. Like I said, I don't think a sack. I don't think either quarterback got sacked, but I think the pressure enough, and Jake Cutler being Jake Cutler was just what we needed him to be very inconsistent. Like I said, we shut down Landry a lot, which was one of their main weapons, steals. None of them really didn't do no more than 67 yards of catching either of their receivers. And, of course, rushing the ball, they had right at 100 yards. Which that's still not bad between 2 running backs, and with the way they were playing their defense that night, with Luke doing what he did, get another interception. We were all just, as Panther fans, were just so happy to see our O-line keeping Cam up, keeping prevented from being sacked. And like I said, the most importantly as well is they were opening up lanes to allow our running backs and allow Cam to get out. Like I said, Jay Stu had one of his best games of the season, his 15th career 100-yard season, and he's only 3 behind D'Angelo Williams for most 100-yard rushing games in Panthers franchise history. So he had 110 yards, and we see Cam had 5 for 95 yards, and one was a big 60-some yard scamper that he did there in the fourth quarter, which is what Cam's going to do. Cam's going to be Cam. We've got to let him be Cam, and all we can do is really just hold on and just hope he doesn't get hurt. Cam's going to be Cam. We just hope he stays consistent and continues doing what he's doing. Like I said, C-Mac did what he needed to do. Funchess really stood up. He caught some passes in some big situations. He needs to continue to do that. He is our number 1 now. He is that choice. He looked good. 2 touchdowns in the game. I was happy for him. Like I said, Samuel made some mistakes early. He's still a rookie. He'll get corrected that. We also seen Shepard come in, make a few catches, which was good for him. Spreading the ball around, that's what Cam needs to do. We're going into the bye week, so like I said, it won't be probably a review video. I may make a video midweek, basically, summing up the season or however, but I will have another video come out this week. I won't wait until after the bye, until the next game to come up. So we're going to the meat of our schedule. We're starting to buckle down in the division, winding down. We could do well, Panther Nation. It was a great showing for us on Monday Night Football and for our team. People know that we are the Panthers. We're 2 states, 1 team. We love our Panthers, and with them through the up and downs, and that's basically what we've seen. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to them going into bye, getting rested, getting familiar, especially more with the game plan, keep doing what they're doing. Coach Rivera takes some time, relax a little bit, let them get their heads cleared up, get their bodies recuperating. Plus, it just brings us 1 week closer to Greg Olsen coming back. I'm looking forward to that, and I know you are too, Panther Nation. So glad you could join me. Like I said, thank you for all the new subscribers. If you have any comments or anything you want to, feel free. Drop them into the comment box. If you have any questions, any thoughts, whatever, put them there. I'll do answer them back. And if you do, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, as I try to give you out the Panther content of their games, the previews and reviews of it. If you do like it, like I said, just give me a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. And like and share this video with other Panther fans if you love Panther Nation. As we are part of Panther Nation here, we keep pounding. That's our motto. From the late Sam Mills, linebacker for us, number 51. And also too is subscribe to my channel. If you're new, subscribe to it. You like Panther videos and you like what I'm doing, and you enjoy it, just subscribe to my channel, share it with others, and hopefully they'll subscribe too. So until next time, this is the bye week. So Panther Nation, we're just gonna have to chill next week and whatever. And I'll try to put out a video for you coming up. So until next time, this is Bill Mack, Panther Prowl, saying keep pounding. Yeah.